Hello there everyone, my name's Hannah Williams. I'm a performing artist and a vocal coach, and the Music Centre have asked me to prepare a short video for you as a vocal warm-up that you can either use with your choirs or you can use for your own practice, or however really you want to feel good when you're about to sing. So we're going to start with something really simple. Wherever you are, can you do something that gets your blood rushing? So whether that's from your chair and you're going to do punching the air, or whether you're going to do star jumps if you're in a space that's big enough to do that, or whether you can jog on the spot or run around or walk around your performance space if you have room to do so safely. So you want to get your blood pumping a little bit and just get yourself ready and feeling energized and get the blood rushing all around your body and, most importantly, up into your larynx. So we're going to get warm physically, and now we're going to try and relax a little bit. So before I ask you to actually do any singing, because hopefully you're a little bit out of breath now after your physical exercise, I'd like you to start by relaxing your jaw. Now we carry a lot of tension in our jaws, and it's a very common problem that people find that their jaws are very stiff and sometimes actually quite painful. So we're just going to do something that's just going to promote a bit of relaxation in your jaw before you start to try and sing. So I'd like you to place your hands on the top of your head, and then imagine you are gently stroking the back of a cat, okay? And you're going to use that sort of motion, that sort of pressure, so not too hard. You're literally going to stroke down the side of your face with a loose jaw like this. All the way down to your chin. It's really attractive, isn't it? And again. Sorry for those of you with fabulous hair and makeup. And again. Which is a really nice thing to do at any time of the day. And whenever you're feeling tense. There we go. So that should already just feel a nice kind of lightness in your jaw. Okay, next up we're going to do another just very, very gentle bit of massage. So I'd like you to take your knuckles, these knuckles here, and you're going to start by placing them here, just underneath your ear. And what we're going to do is we're going to give a little knuckle massage to what's called your TMJ, or your temporomandibular joint, which is a fancy way of saying the bit that holds your jaw bones together. Okay, so it's this bit in here. And we carry, again, a lot of tension we carry in here. So on both sides, I'd like you to have your knuckles like this. And then again, just gently apply a little bit of pressure and move around in a circular motion, leading with your little finger. Like that. Just gently. They just rotate. There should be no pain. If there is, don't do it. Or press lightly. Just very gently. This one is particularly nice to do if you're in the shower or the bath and you're a bit soapy, or even just with water on your skin. Just makes it really simple and easy. So just do that 5 or 6 times, allowing your jaw to be loose. Again, sorry for those of you with makeup on. There we go. And again, you should just feel a little bit of lightness and looseness as your jaw moves up and down gently. Okay, next we're going to go to another part of your body that you might find that you have tension, especially when you're about to sing, and especially if you're feeling a bit nervous. And that's your tongue. So your tongue is an enormous muscle. If you've never seen a picture of a full human tongue, Google it, because it's giant. It's like a fist in here. So it's really huge, and we can carry a lot of tension in there, and we're going to need to use our tongue a lot while we're singing, obviously. So we're going to clean our teeth with our tongue. So first of all, I want you to imagine you've got like toffee or something stuck in the back of your molars. And you're going to just use your tongue to go around the back. Just get all your imaginary toffee out. Really explore all the crevices of your teeth in your mouth with your tongue. top and bottom. Lovely. And have a big swallow, you'll probably need to. And now next we're going to clean the front of our teeth. Now this one, it's really, really good at releasing that tension. It can feel a little bit painful, and obviously if it gets to the point that it really hurts, just stop. But as you use this sort of thickness of your tongue, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable. But once you stop, it's like, oh yeah, it feels really nice. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be kind, and I'm just going to say 8 times round in each direction, clockwise and anti-clockwise, doesn't matter which one you do first. So I'll demonstrate for you. Just join in whenever you can see what I'm doing. So 8 one way, 8 the other. And then change direction. And release. There we go. So right towards the end there, I was like, ow. But it's a really lovely feeling once you've done that. It's really nice and loose. So now we're just going to do one more thing about the tongue, and then we're going to start making some sounds. So quite an unusual thing to do, I know, but I'd like you just to poke your tongue out. Not to the point where it feels like you're going to hurt yourself, just as far as it will go naturally. And back in. And again, just let it come out. And back in. Lovely. And now just make a yawn face for me. If you actually yawn, then brilliant. Fantastic. Feel a nice stretch all around the back of your mouth and throat. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser than you were when you first walked in. And we're ready to start making some sounds. So we all know what chewing gum is. Well, this is a chewing hum. And it's very easy. You just chew and hum. So imagine you've got a piece of chewing gum. And you're going to keep your mouth shut, your lips shut. You're just going to make some little humming noises, just very gently and quietly to yourself. Just hmm. 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 And have a swallow. Next, we're going to move on to some sirens. So they're called sirens because they sound a little bit like some kind of strange siren. And we're going to start on one that you're probably familiar with. Some of you might not be. And it's on the end of the word sing. So it's the sound, the NG, and just very gently. We don't want this to be loud, and this isn't a competition about who can siren the highest, honestly. This is just about very gently working your vocal folds and your larynx to get it all moving, just nice and freely. And you're going to go from a point that feels comfortable for you. So that might be different to the person that's standing next to you, as you may have a higher or lower voice than them, depending on what they normally sing, their gender, and all sorts of other factors. So again, don't feel like you need to copy anybody else. So we're just going to start by going sing. And when you're ready, you're going to move a little further up and a little further down into the sort of further parts of your range. So lovely. Do that for as long as you like, really, especially if you're doing your own practice. Do that for as long as feels comfortable. Then we're going to move on to another type of siren, And we're going to make this with a different sound, either lip trills or lip bubbles, whatever you call them, or if you can't do that, or if you prefer to do something else, which is absolutely fine, especially if you're in a confined space and you'd rather not do the then you can use a sound, which I love. Actually, I really like. So if you're on a exactly the same thing as we've just done, and if you're on a exactly the same thing as you've just done. So we'll start kind of comfortably, and then we'll go up a little and down a little, and then we're going to do a couple of all the way through our ranges. Whenever you need to breathe, just breathe. Nice low abdominal breath, none of that. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate. I'll demonstrate on both so you can get the feel of what's going on. So good. If you can't keep that going, if you'd like to try a different, if you'd like to try and nail lip bubbles, because they really are lovely, put a little pressure at the side of your lips like that, and it sometimes helps just to maintain that airflow and maintain that opening and closing of your lips. So keep it light, keep it quiet. This shouldn't be loud. Carry on for a little longer if you're doing your b's, and if you're doing your v's, it's fine. Lovely. So whatever you've been doing there, whether it's b's, v's, or you could even use zh or zzz, whatever feels comfortable and really helps you to navigate your range and make it feel all nice and loose and lovely. Okay, next we're going to try and wake up our tongue and our teeth, if you can wake up your teeth and your mouth a little bit. So getting some consonants in there. So we've done some nice gentle sounds. We're going to get some consonants going now. So I'd like you to start on a... I don't know why that's on electric piano. Here we go. So just repeat after me. 2, 3, and biggie bye babe, biggie bye babe, biggie bye, biggie bye babe, biggie bye babe, picky pie pay, picky pie pay, picky pie. That's it. Mini my may, mini my may, mini my. Here we go. Nimmy nine, nay, nimmy nine, nay, nimmy nine. Dig-a-die, day, dig-a-die, day, dig-a-die. Great, well done. Tick-a-tie, tay, tick-a-tie, tay, tick-a-tie. Lim-a-lie, lay, limmy-lie, lay, limmy-lie. Great. Lucky, lucky-lie, lay, lucky-lie, lay, lucky-lie. That's good. Keep it going. Wiggy. Wiggy why way, wiggy why way, wiggy why. Carry on. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi. That's good. Copper. Copper-kai-kay, copper-kai-kay, copper-kai. Brilliant. Sippy. Sippy-sigh, say, sippy-sigh, say, sippy-sigh. We're going to go back down and biggly. Biggly-bye, bay, biggly-bye, bay, biggly-bye. That's good. Pickly. Pickly-pie, pay, pickly-pie, pay, pickly-pie. Excellent. Diggity. Diggy-die, day, diggity-die, day, diggity-die. Great. Tickety. Tickety-tie, tay, tickety-tie, tay, tickety-tie. And flickety. Here we go. Flickety-fly, flay, flickety-fly, flay, flickety-fly. Well done. Excellent. So hopefully feeling nice and refreshed and having made lots of silly sounds, which is always fun. Okay, nice. I'd just like you to just explore some nice long, flowing, sort of swoopy sounds. So we're going to do this on a sad, oh dear. You try. Oh dear. Wherever feels comfortable. A little higher. Oh dear. Oh dear. little lower. Oh dear. A little lower still if you can. Oh dear. Lovely. Gentlemen or lower voiced ladies, if you'd like to carry on. Oh dear. Sopranos, if you'd like to come up the top, or mezzos and altos with a good upper range. Oh dear. Keep it very light. Oh dear. Lovely. Fantastic. Again, that's something that you can do on your own or as a group. Now we're going to do a twang exercise, so a really bright sound. And we're going to do it on a sound nya nya nya. Okay, so like nya 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 nya, that sort of sound. Okay, little bratish sound, but it really gets our twang, that twangy bright sound on, where your epiglottis is slightly raised and your vocal tract is a little thinner and longer than normal. So we get a really bright sound. You won't need a huge amount of breath for this, so don't take enormous, great big breaths for it. Just keep it, again, just a gentle lower abdominal breath. So we'll just, again, just repeat after me. Nya, 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 nya. Excellent. And then we're going to turn it into something a little more useful with a yeah. So it's going to go nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ready? 2, 3, and nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feel free to swap octaves if you need to. Now here. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. One more. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good, well done. If you want to start that a little lower, if your choir is more lower voices, then by all means just take it down a little bit. You can be really flexible with these exercises. You can change them up. Now we're going to do my final one before I talk to you a little bit about cooling down or warming down, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna sing in just a really nice minor triad, okay? So we're gonna have lower, middle and upper voices, depending on where you feel comfortable. And I just want you to start by picking one of these notes and singing 1 to 10, okay? So I want you to take a lower abdominal breath and sing for me. Here we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Towards the end, some of you may have been thinking, oh, I'm nearly out of breath. Okay, so I'm going to introduce a little bit of a slightly deeper breathing exercise than you might be used to. We're going to really open up the back and get you breathing into your back, into the back of your lungs, and really opening up the back of your rib cage. So give yourself a little cuddle. If you're quite small framed, you might be able to do that much. If like me, you're a little bit on the larger side, then you might just want to hold your elbows, but wherever feels comfortable, so that you're not like that. You don't want to be all up here. So just gently, so you can keep shoulders neutral, and you're going to basically do like a yawn, a pre-yawn breath. And really feel how much you can open your back. Can you feel that? Maybe just try one more time. So shoulders should remain neutral. Hopefully mine have. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take one of those breaths in a minute, and I'd like you to do exactly the same thing. This time I'd like you to count to 10 and see how much easier that should feel. So la da la da da, lower, middle, upper, maybe even up there if you fancy it. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hopefully you felt that you could do a little longer there. So in your choir, you're probably going to have some fairly long phrases that you need to get through, which means you need not that, but you need useful breath that's not going to mess with your posture and put too much pressure underneath your vocal folds, but it's going to help you sustain your breath flow to the end of your phrase. So we're going to move up a semitone, la da da, 1 2 3, wherever you want to be. We're going to go to 12 this time. Okay, so after 4 I'd like you to take a pre-yawn breath into your back. Keep your shoulders neutral, keep hugging yourself or holding your elbows if you need to. Go. Okay, so here we go. 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Nearly. There we go. Mine wasn't quite big enough. We're going to go up again. Here we go. Keep trying till 10. Here we go. Sorry, 12. 2, 1 2 3, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Good. Well done. Hopefully you're doing better than I am. Here we go. Move up another semitone. And we're going to try and go to 15. Here we go. So after 4, 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Good. Well done. If I didn't talk so much between, I'd probably be able to do it all. Here we go. We're going to do one more, and this time we're going to try and get to 18. All right, if you can't do it, just stop and breathe. Here we go. So lower, middle, upper. Here we go. 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. There we go. Okay, so really elongating those phrases. It doesn't mean going, because that's not very helpful kind of breath, but pre-yawn breath that's going to fill up like underneath your armpits and your back is going to be really helpful for when you're going to have to do nice long phrases. Okay. So once you've done that, hopefully you're feeling nice and awake, and by all means add something fun at the end. Add a fun song that you can all sing along together and just kind of feel nice and social and happy together. And at the end of your session, even if you don't have time to do a warm down, cool down, whatever you want to call it, together, it's important that you ask your choir, or that you yourself, if this is for your private practice, that you take 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you've got that, to just get your voice back down to kind of normal speaking behaviour. Especially if you've been singing at high intensity, you know, if you've been doing loads of yeah, 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 yes, you've been doing lots of twanging, or you know, if you've been singing very high, very loud, anything that feels like it's been actually a little bit tiring. Particularly, it's very important that you take a moment to just sing for a little longer and just cool your voice down again, get it back into where it feels comfortable and neutral. So things like the humming, so just gentle oh dear, like we were doing earlier. The sirens as well. And if you've been singing very high, it might feel like there's a little bit of resistance at the bottom of your range, and that you feel the urge to kind of push your voice to sing lower. Don't do that. Just let it happen very naturally. Just keep going, and it will happen as everything just relaxes and your larynx returns to its neutral position. There's also another sound that can be quite useful at the end of a singing session, which is called creak or vocal fry or slack fold sound, depending on whether you've heard any of those before. But it's this sound. Sort of crackly, bubbly, quite weird, Halloween-y kind of sound. So just from somewhere very comfortable in your range, just Ah. 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 Just do that just a few times, and again it will just help to just relax you and get you back into a nice neutral larynx position. So those are just a few little tips and hints of what you might want to do with your choir, or by all means just stick this video on and copy me. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and watch out for more. Thanks, Music Centre. See you all soon.